So we're back again. What's up, everybody? Oh lordy, I feel awkward today. I don't know why. No, trust me, I'm not done with Jealous Guy, not by a long shot. I've already come up with a few ideas that I think I could probably make videos to post over there. But as to when I actually do that, though, there's no telling. For those who don't know what an LP is, well, LP is actually short for Let's Play, which is a concept that was started by Slow Beef here on YouTube, who is now one of Retzipre, and I think he still has his channel, I'm not sure, but he was the one who invented it, and basically the idea is you play a video game, you put commentary over it, and you post it on YouTube. It's kind of like a director's commentary on a DVD. If you look around, pretty much no matter what game you pick, chances are somebody else has done it. It doesn't matter if it's a Nintendo game or a Sega game or an Atari. I mean, I guess maybe some Atari games maybe haven't been done. I don't know. Probably all of those have been done too. But like, you know, online games like World of Goo or Plants vs. Zombies, there's LPs of that too. I don't know if there's actually LPs of it, but there's definitely videos of gameplay of it. I don't know if there's commentary on those videos. And even if there were videos with commentary, I don't know if they would be called, like, I don't know if the person who was doing it would know that they were making a Let's Play, or that was what we were calling that, you know, but like, I always tell people, well, you should pick a game that you closely identify with. And I'm not saying you have to be, like, in love with your video games, because, I mean, I was one of those people when I was younger that I was like, I fell in love with my video games. I guess I just had no alternative or something, but games like Secret of Mana, or Secret of Mana, whatever, Super Metroid, Final Fantasy VI, there's tons of them out there that I just completely fell in love with, and I felt a connection to those games. And I guess that sounds weird. What exactly do I mean by a connection? Well, mainly if the video game has a character that you closely identify with, like Lucas, for example, in Mother 3. You know, early in the game, his mother dies, so you might identify with that, and it might be something that you hold close to you. And I think things like that, even though you might say, well, I don't want to do a game like that because I don't want to reveal that part of me yet, I don't want to just put all myself out there and wear my heart on my sleeve, I can see why a lot of people wouldn't want to do that. But I get the feeling that a lot of what makes me popular is the very fact that I do that. But it doesn't even have to be like a character that you identify with. It might just be that you like the world that the game is set in. Like, a lot of people do games like Banjo-Kazooie because Banjo-Kazooie has a great world and a great design, and it's the kind of world that you want to immerse yourself into and go to escape from your everyday life. And if that's the kind of thing that you like about a game, or if that's the kind of thing that, you know, if that's the kind of reason that you would play a game, then that might be the kind of game you want to start with. But it helps a lot also if you start with a game that you're familiar with, that you don't start something blind. I would never do a blind LP as a first LP. I just wouldn't do it. But I guess ultimately you just have to go with something that you're good at, something that you feel a connection to. Preferably a game like from your childhood. Those are the best ones to start with, because those games, you feel a connection with them that, you know, I've told people this before, I think the audience, whether or not they say anything, I think the audience can sense when there's a bond between the game and the player, and that bond becomes apparent through your commentary because you talk a lot about the game and you say, this reminds me of that, and, like, you know, you say, the first time I came to this level, I remember this, and I remember, like, the first time I played this level, I was in love with this girl, and everything in this level reminded me of her, and these flowers over here, and I wanted to pick these flowers and give them to her. You know, I mean, you can take anything, like, from the game and make it into something, and some kind of story to tell that. And that's getting more into the commentary side of things, which I don't want to get too much into. I guess that is part of, you know, my advice in general, though. Coming up with commentary is an art that, unfortunately, I'm sad to say, I can't. I never know what to say when people ask me that, like, how do you come up with your commentary? But because I have, like, you know, most people only have, like, you know, most people who are wanting to do LPs probably only have, you know, 15 or 16, maybe 20 years worth of memories, you know, whereas I'm sitting here on 30 years of memories, and I got just all kinds of things that have happened to me, and all kinds of things to remember. And so just about anything in a game that I see now reminds me of something. And that's kind of what you kind of have to watch for the small details. That's where I get most of my commentary from. I watch for small details. Like in Metroid Prime, if I see one of those energy balls floating up ahead, You know, I say, ooh, that's electric. It might remind me of the Green Mile. I mean, I don't know. That's just what came to my mind now. I haven't actually said that in any of the episodes, but I'm actually surprised I haven't. But it's really all about the details, and if you have a game that brings back memories, that helps too. Because like I said before, you just watch for what reminds you of something and say, you know, whatever. And I know, and once again, this goes back to that whole thing about wearing your heart on your sleeve. Some people don't want to, they probably don't want to do that, don't want to come across that way. They probably want to be more cool and that kind of thing. And I can see that too, because you don't want to come across like a total, you know, cheese ball on your first LP. So, and I was trying to avoid that when I first started recording, but as much as I hate to admit it, I am a cheesy person. I'm a corny person. I'm all about the love. I love to watch movies like While You Were Sleeping, chick flicks. I love them. I have no idea why. I guess because I was raised on them or something. You know, my mom made me watch so many of them. And I have her to thank for that, though. I mean, I appreciate that she did, because I can't imagine myself being any other way. But I know that most people aren't like that, and so coming up with commentary is like, it's hard for me to say exactly what you should tap into there, because I wouldn't know what it's like to be a cooler person, or a person who was more prone to action rather than introspection, you know. A lot of times when you see me like getting into a heavy action sequence on the game, I'll start just going, I'll start going crazy, doing like these crazy moves, you know, making these weird noises with my voice, just not having any idea what to say about what I see happening in front of me, because I have no idea. It's just, you know, when I come up with, like on Mega Man 10, I keep saying bang bang lately on Mega Man 10. I don't know why I keep saying that. I'm sitting here like bang bang. I'm trying to think of like something kick-ass to say, and I'm coming up with bang bang. I'm trying to come up with something that I haven't said before. You know, it's like boom boom, or huzzah, or kick-ass, or, you know, and there's things you can say like that when you win a big victory, like, you know, like, yeah, like burping, or like yippee-ki-yay, mother, you know, that. I don't think partners are allowed to swear, are they? Yeah, but if you can come up with expressions like that, that's the other thing. You have to come up with things like memes of your own and use them repeatedly in your videos. Like, I have my own little memes, like, is this okay, mommy? Or, you know, in the bathroom, that one. And I'm always making new ones, like that one just recently. 2 times in a row, man! I try to drink water and it drips down the left side of my face! I just came up with that a couple weeks ago. I mean, I didn't just come up with it. It's actually from one of my old tapes. But it's like one of the funniest lines ever. It's like, I find myself quoting that tape. And I've been doing that for a lot longer than I've been making LPs. But I never said that on an LP because it's kind of a long one. That's what she said. It's kind of a longer expression that takes a long time to say. So people might be like, oh God, he's saying that again. So they fast forward 15 seconds into the video so they don't have to listen to me say that. So you're taking a risk if you use a long meme like that. But those short ones, the short and sweet ones, like in the bathroom, is this okay, mommy? I'll take Tyson. Get some more toilet paper, that kind of thing. You know, you have to, like, if you can come up with memes like that, just watch for things that sound out of the ordinary. In the Bathroom actually comes from a Complicated song by Weird Al. And ever since the first time I heard that song, I noticed that that line, in the bathroom, is so not creative compared to how he usually is. I thought it was funny how bad the line was, so I would repeatedly be saying it to myself. And next thing you know, if you do enough commentary, eventually you start to find yourself saying certain things over and over again, certain expressions, and they don't even have to be your own expressions. Like if you want to say booyah, or, like Dicom says, tell it like it is, right on. And Josh Jepson says it's not supposed to go at an angle. Everybody has their own little thing. Billy CTV says, you're back on the front porch with me, my name is Billy. Luca Jen's got the push it real good. Dun, 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 dun. That's she didn't make that up, that was a song. But it's like, it's kind of become her little thing. And like when I hear it now, I think of her, because I've never actually heard the real song. I never have. I honestly never have. But yeah, so you come up with those things that identify you and make people look forward to coming back to your videos, because it's like they're in on something. The audience always wants to feel like they're in on something that nobody else knows about. They'll come to your videos looking forward to that, because it's like you're sharing your own little personal connection with these people, or with your fans, that, that they couldn't get anywhere else and that you couldn't get anywhere else. Anyway, I don't know how long this video is. I'm kind of worried about it right now, so I think I'm going to stop there, and we'll see how it goes. But until then, this has been NCS saying